What you are about to experience is out of this world. Politics, history, and of course, a lot of entertainment. It's time to rock it with the Docket. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Kyle Dockery with the Dockery Docket. We are here with another fantastic episode of the Dockery Docket. I'm excited to be here, and I hope that you are excited to be here as well. And if you are excited to be here as well, make sure to go down below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, so then you never miss one of my videos. July 13th, 2024 will be a day that is burned in my mind for the rest of my life. And ever since that day, I have had many thoughts. I have now had time to think about it more, and the thoughts now, I hope, all make sense. Watching the video of Trump almost getting assassinated, all I could say was wow. Here I was thinking that this was just going to be an incident where someone claimed that there was a gun in the audience and Trump was rushed off stage. Then I saw the blood coming from Trump's ear and realized that this was real. This was a real assassination attempt on the former president of the United States. Watching the video again, you can see the bravery of the Secret Service agents that quickly jumped right on top of Trump, even though there was a possibility that there was another gunman. Watching as the sniper up on the roof jumped when the bullets went off, but then returned back to his gun and was able to take out this would-be assailant. He shot him in one shot, saving the former president's life and other lives that were at that rally. The bravery and heroism were shown on camera and also off camera. Tragically, but also heroically, there was a man in the audience named Corey Coppertone who was 50 years old and was a local firefighter who caught one of the bullets that was meant for Donald Trump and sadly lost his life. According to his daughter, he was a hero, as once the bullets started flying, he jumped right in front of his daughter and his wife, saving their lives and sacrificing his own. This is heroism, and I am hoping that both Donald Trump and Joe Biden go to the funeral, and hopefully this can somehow unite our divided country. Going back to Trump, though, it takes a real man to take a bullet for this country. It takes a real man to get shot in the ear, stand back up, and his main thought being, I have to let these people know that I am okay. Then giving a fist bump and shouting, fight, fight, fight. This is true grit. This is real leadership. This is a man that literally gave up everything to run for the presidency. Because I believe that Donald Trump loves this country. And you can see that in this video. He is willing to be a leader that stands up for what is right, even though there are terrible people that want him to be killed. Just remember that in 2016, he could have said, well, I'm going to support the Republican nominee, but I don't want to run. Even in 2024, he could have said, I'm going to support the nominee, but I don't want to run again. Trump could have stayed in New York, continued to have his TV show, and continued to troll people on Twitter. Instead, he threw that all away and traded it for the media constantly lying about him to fake investigations, fake indictments, and an assassination attempt. For what? Why would someone go through this much trouble just to be the president of the United States? I believe that it is truly because Donald Trump loves this country and truly wants to make America great again. I just don't think that people understand how close we were from things escalating to something that could have destroyed this country. Inches, centimeters, a head turn changed the course of history. Look at this image. If Trump would have moved his head slightly, he would have been shot in the back of the head and killed more than likely instantly. Who knows what type of tragedy could have happened in this country if Trump was killed? Could there have been a civil war? Could there have been a retaliation against Joe Biden? Thankfully, right now we don't have to deal with that, and hopefully there won't be any retaliations against either Donald Trump or Joe Biden. I will say that I respect Joe Biden for calling Trump after the shooting and calling for unity on TV twice, once from a press conference and the other from the Oval Office. However, even though this situation didn't lead to the death of a former president, and both candidates are calling for unity, the question is how long is this unity going to last? Because seeing the political climate, I was able to predict that this was going to happen. As on June 6th, I posted a video called, "Is it time for a revolution?" And in that video, I said this. Back, however, there is a sinking feeling in my mind that the Democrats won't stop here. If they really want to get rid of Trump, it will have to be permanent. That's why I believe with all of my heart that if Trump is still leading in the polls or winning the election, even if he's in jail and he gets a second term, someone is going to try and kill Donald Trump. Joe Biden can't run against Donald Trump if Trump isn't alive. Trump could go to jail and, oh, oops, a Secret Service member just looked away and Trump got stabbed. Oh well, it looks like Joe Biden's the president now. Listen. To the Democrats, to these evil people, Trump is literally Hitler. And the Democrats, being the anti-fascists that they are, have to stop him. Now, I will say I kind of got it wrong because I thought Trump was going to get killed in jail, but I assumed that someone was going to try and take out Trump. Because apparently nothing can stop this man, not even a bullet. I also said in that video something that I still believe is happening today, and has also happened in the past. As I said, to these Democrats, to these evil people, Trump is literally Hitler. The party has to stop him. This assassination attempt is what happens when you get a media that runs the narrative for 24 hours that Trump is literally Hitler. The guy that tried to kill Hitler in the past with the bomb was praised by the Germans as a hero. And of course, this guy was a hero because Hitler was a bad guy. But maybe this gunman thought he could get the same exact treatment because he killed Trump. He killed American fascism, the thing that the media has been talking about for years. But luckily, he missed. Now, I already know there is going to be someone in the comments that is going to say, well, the shooter was a Republican, and there is a possibility that that is true. However, he donated to Act Blue on Biden's inauguration day, and there is a possibility that he registered as a Republican to vote for Nikki Haley and sabotage Donald Trump, which is what the Democrats wanted people to do, by the way. Right now, it doesn't really matter because he is dead, and rightfully so. I will say that the rhetoric from the left has constantly been that Trump is evil and needs to be removed. Now, this is an older video, but I saved it for a reason, because I don't want you to forget what these Democrats have called for. They have called for violence against Trump for a very, very long time.
I don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be.
There needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
You got to be ready to throw a punch. You have to be ready to throw a punch.
Donald Trump, I think you need to go back and punch him in the face.
That I thought he should have punched him in the face.
Feel like punching him.
I think I'd like to take him behind the gym if I were in high school. If we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
No, I wish we were in high school. I could take him behind the gym.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
Take him out now. Okay.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
Please, get up in the face of some Congress people.
People will do what they do.
I want to tell you, Gorsuch, I want to tell you, Kavanaugh, you have released the whirlwind, and you will pay the price.
We're going to go in there, we're going to impeach the
This is just a warning to you Trumpers. Be careful. Walk lightly. And for those of you who are soldiers, make them pay.
If you had to be stuck in an elevator with either President Trump, Mike Pence, or Jeff Sessions, who would it be? Does one of us have to come out alive?
Now, I'll be honest with you. It is very funny that Democrats constantly complain that Trump needs to calm down his rhetoric, and the Democrats act like, oh, we're holier than thou because of January 6th, but they refuse to look in the mirror. People right now in the media are complaining that Donald Trump stood up and yelled, fight, 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 after he was shot. The man was almost killed. And over and over and over again, the left refuses to say that maybe they have also added fuel to this fire. Now, I am not going to say that Trump has been innocent. Of course, he has been divisive, and sometimes his rhetoric gets too hot. But he hasn't called Joe Biden Hitler. He has said that Joe Biden is terrible for this country, but not a fascist. Here's the thing. You can't constantly tell Trump to calm down his rhetoric, but then go and fan the flames yourself and say that it's fine. Even Joe Biden, the current president of the United States, has constantly said that Trump and his supporters are a threat to this nation. Days before this assassination attempt, Joe Biden told his aides that they need to put a bullseye on Trump. Now, of course, being fair to Joe Biden, this is a figure of speech. But if Trump were to have said this, and then Joe Biden got shot, we all know what would have happened. We all would have known where the media would have gone. Straight to Trump and the evil MAGA Republicans are responsible for the assassination attempt of Joe Biden. A threat to our democracy. Trump should drop out. Blah, blah, blah. January 6th, whatever. But because it's Trump, we all just accept that Joe Biden was using a metaphor and the Republicans just need to calm down. Calm down? The president was almost shot, for crying out loud, and you're wanting me and other people to just act like we haven't been watching you for the last couple of years? The media and these leftists constantly called Trump an evil rapist and a racist, and literally Hitler. So yes, I am fired up, and I bet there are a lot of people that are still fired up about this situation, because Joe Biden used a metaphor about a bullseye, and we see what they've done with Trump's metaphors for a bloodbath. Trump was clearly talking about the auto industry, and the media claimed that Trump was calling for people to take up arms. He wants to be a dictator for a day was a joke. Trump literally wants to take all women and immigrants and put them into concentration camps. It's the whole Project 25 BS that has been flying around the internet recently. It is fake. Can you not see that the media has been doing this constantly, over and over and over again? When you believe that someone is going to take away your rights, what's the next step? Well, you have to take him out. And that's what this person tried to do. That's what this terrorist tried to do. This isn't a Democrat or Republican issue. This is an American issue. Both sides need to look inward and try to find a way to unite. Because right now there are people making TikToks or posts saying, how can you miss? Oh, this man was just so close to making it the best day ever. Man, I really wish Trump were killed. These people are absolutely sick. There are also people that keep on claiming over and over and over again that all of this was fake, and that when Trump was on the ground, he put fake blood on his ear, or that Trump was hit with the glass from the teleprompter that cut Trump. All of these rumors were shattered by the man that was shot and killed, and multiple images. Of course, there are going to be people that say crap like this. Of course, there are going to be people that are so sick and evil and twisted that they wish that the bullet would have killed Trump. It boils my blood because, sadly, I think that people forget that Donald Trump is a human, just like you and me. A man that has his faults, a man that has a family, and a man that I believe loves this country so much. It takes a man with balls made out of titanium to literally get shot, get tackled, get up, fist bump, and yell, fight. Now, I will say that I bet that if this situation were to happen to Joe Biden, there would have been stupid Republicans that posted videos talking about how upset they were that the shooter missed, or making videos of them shooting guns, proving that they could make that shot. It would be terrible. And guess what? Just like I am doing right now with these crazy, stupid liberal people, I would be calling them out as well. Just look at the debate review video. I said that I felt bad for Joe Biden just because he was in decline. I want you to know that if Biden were to have been shot and survived, I would have said the exact same thing that I'm saying right now in this video. I would have been shocked and horrified and hoped for the president's recovery. It would be burned in my mind just like the Donald Trump assassination video. I wouldn't be saying, man, I wish it would have worked. I would be reporting on it just like I am right now. I believe that America would have been just as shocked. Here's the thing. There are stupid people that have terrible, shocking, evil views on both sides of the aisle. And this is what I believe is wrong with our country right now. Neither party seems to care about the other side. Donald Trump is literally Hitler, or Joe Biden is an old man that wants to kill babies. Both of these men are human beings with different ideas. And it honestly makes me happy that in the face of something that could have been so catastrophic, both candidates are talking about unity. As after the situation happened, Joe Biden, as I already mentioned, called Trump and also called for unity on TV. However, he and his campaign are also deciding to drop some campaign ads that were a little bit too divisive. Trump, for his part, claimed in his first interview after the attempted assassination that he had all prepared an extremely tough speech, really good, all about the corrupt, horrible administration, but he threw it away. And then he said, I want to try to unite our country. And then he continued by saying, but I don't know if that's possible. People are so divided. The question that remains is this possible? Is there a way that Joe Biden and or Trump can unite this country? Or will we forever be divided by who we support in a presidential election? I believe that this moment in history was a wake-up call to all of us. Democrats, Republicans, or independents, this is the moment that we can either unify or let anger take over us. There's a possibility that if we don't seize this moment and try to unify, that something like this could happen again, and it could lead to a real dead politician. This terrorist tried to kill the frontrunner of the Republican Party, but guess what? He missed by inches. Do you know how close we were to a full-on crisis? Inches. Do you know how close we were to our country possibly falling apart? A literal head turn. That's all it took. Right now, we have a chance that shouldn't go to waste to unite the country, and it is going to take all of us. And with that, I just want to thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Dockery Docket. And until next time, like my mom always says, be good, be kind, be loving, goodbye.